Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm extremely excited because in this video, I'm going to share with you a beautiful, underrated place in East Europe and specifically in the Balkans, which is the village of Zabljak Montenegro. Now, for the past 4 days, Ali and I have actually been staying in and around the surrounding areas of Zabljak Montenegro and have to say that we were absolutely blown away by this place. I think it's still very underhyped. This is an amazing destination for multiple reasons, and we're gonna explain a little bit more in this video about exactly why that is. First, Zabljak is a small town in the country of Montenegro located in the northern part of the country, about a 2-hour drive away from the capital of Podgorica, and also a 3-hour drive away from the coastal city of Budva, which is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Montenegro. What Ali and I did is actually flew into the capital of Podgorica. Here we rented a car just for a few days, drove up, stayed at an Airbnb in the Zabljak area, and then drove back. Now, the town of Zabljak is a really wonderful place in of itself, but what makes this place really special is that it's very close to some other incredible destinations that we'll talk about in just a second. Despite being a small town in the Montenegrin countryside, Zabljak has everything you need with plenty of restaurants, grocery stores, gas stations, and other amenities. And when staying in Zabljak, you have plenty of options in terms of hotels and Airbnbs. And what we would encourage you to do, or at least to look at, is to stay in what's called one of these ethno-village cabins. There are these very distinct, beautiful ethnic styled cabins that you can see throughout the village of Zabljak as well as in the surrounding areas, and are absolutely beautiful and a really wonderful experience in of themselves. Now, your first sightseeing destination is likely going to be Black Lake, which despite its name is actually this beautiful crystal clear water lake with views of the mountain in the distance, a very chill, relaxed place, and depending on where you stay in Zabljak, is extremely conveniently located less than 10 minutes from the city center by driving. And if you are driving to the lake and you park closer to the actual entrance, you will have to pay for parking, which for us was €3 per vehicle to park, as well as an entry fee, which is €3 per person. So for us, it was a total of €9, very inexpensive, and that goes for the entire day, and you could easily spend half the day here. It's a very beautiful, tranquil place, and as you actually approach the lake, you'll pass by many local vendors selling amazing kind of local goodies, including all kinds of berries, honeys, liquors, mountain teas, other handmade crafts, which are really wonderful, and we even bought some for ourselves because we could not resist. Once you enter the lake area, you'll see that there's actually a walking trail that goes around the entire perimeter of the lake, and to walk takes about 1 hour. There's also a restaurant on premise, which is very convenient as well. You can take canoes or boats and actually go out with a guide into the lake itself, which is really wonderful. And you'll see that there's a lot of couples, a lot of families, so a very chill, relaxed place, whether solo travel or with a bigger group, definitely a great first stop in Zabljak. Now for your next destination, we recommend driving just 20 minutes north to a place called Kurivac. This is part of the Terra Canyon, and specifically, this is actually the place that allegedly is the second deepest canyon or part of a canyon in the world. The first being the Grand Canyon, and the second being Kurivac, or this specific part of the Terra Canyon. So again, you'll drive 20 minutes north to this area. You'll see that there's plenty of free parking, so just park your car. A very easy hike. You can just be kind of hiking for 15 minutes and see some amazing views. And you'll be walking along the edge of this canyon looking down at this lush, beautiful green valley, well, at least if you're going in the summer or warmer months, and see some of the farms and other houses down there in the valley and just see the depth and some of the other beautiful landscapes as well. So really kind of easy hike, beautiful views. I think it's extremely underrated, and we're so glad that we went, and would definitely recommend that you put this on your itinerary as well. And in this beautiful canyon, there's actually a river that runs throughout, and it is called the Terra River. Crystal clear, almost turquoise blue color, very beautiful. And a popular activity is that you can actually go whitewater rafting through this river, which Ali and I did and had an amazing time. So something that you can do is you can partner with an agency. So we'll leave a link to the company that we used in the description section below, along with anything else that we mentioned here in this video. They'll pick you up at your place of stay, drive you to the office. You'll get outfitted with all of the gear that you need for whitewater rafting. From there, you and your group will all go down to the riverside, get on the boat, get onboarded, and start making your way down the river and making a couple stops. So the river itself is, like I said, beautiful, especially if you're going in one of the warmer months. It can get pretty hot in Montenegro. So there are certain points where you can actually jump off of a rock or just go swimming. And it is very, very cold, but it feels so refreshing. There are certain parts of the river that are so clean. You can actually take your hand, put it in the river, and drink fresh water, which our tour guide did, and I did a little bit as well, and I'm still alive, so, but it was really an amazing bonding experience and highly, highly recommend. And with rafting, most companies offer one of two packages, either a half-day excursion or a full-day excursion. Now, Ali and I did the half-day excursion because we had a lot on our plate, and when we got to Zabljak, we realized that there was so much that we wanted to see, and we tried to do as much as possible. But looking back, we would have, number one, spent a little bit more time if we could in Zabljak, and then we would have done the full day, because like I said, it was a really wonderful experience. So just something to keep in mind when planning. After your rafting excursion, if you have enough energy, and definitely if you're an avid hiker, you need to check out Durmitor National Park. Durmitor is a large park located just outside of the town of Zabljak. So obviously there are many places that you can go within this park, but after a ton of research and asking many, many locals about their favorite places, what we recommend is going to a place called Sedlo. So Sedlo is about a 25-minute drive from the city center of Zabljak. And on your drive to this destination, you'll get some amazing, beautiful views just within your car. Along the road, there are plenty of places that you can stop to get out, to take photos, or just to take in the beautiful scenery along the way. Really, really magical. And once you arrive at the Sedlo destination, that in of itself is an extremely, and maybe the most photographed spot in the Zabljak area, where you can actually get a photo in front of a picture frame, and then behind you, you'll see this very beautiful and very unique rock formation that sort of looks like a horse's saddle. This point is also the beginning and end of a fairly well-known hiking trail in the park, and what's also arguably the most beautiful hiking trail of all of the trails in the national park. So that's also why we recommend going to this place. We'll include a link to the trail from all trails in the description section below. Now the trail is organized in a loop shape, so you basically finish the same place that you begin, and the total distance is about 9 miles, which I know is pretty intense for a lot of people who aren't used to hiking, and it's pretty intense for us as well. So if you're not a huge hiker, then what I'd recommend doing, or what Ali and I did, is actually start at the end of the trail. And there's plenty of places to park for free as well, very, very safe too. Start at the end, and what we did is we went about 3 miles in and then 3 miles back, obviously, for a total of 6 miles instead of the full 9 miles, which was a lot less. And just within that kind of brief in and out, we had some beautiful views, really blew us away, otherworldly, really, really tranquil as well. You can tell that it's not really well known, which is part of the reason that we're making this video. And would definitely recommend. Looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. Obviously, there's even more in Zabljak and in the surrounding areas to do, but these are some of the absolute top sites, and hopefully this at least painted a picture for you of not just of Zabljak, but of Montenegro as a whole, this very diverse country that most people know it for its beautiful coastline. There's also this really other beautiful side, and if you'd like to see more places in this beautiful country of Montenegro, as well as our adventures through Bosnia and Croatia along the Adriatic coast, then be sure to check out our full Balkans playlist coming very soon. It'll be linked in the description section of this video as well as the comment section below. And if you found this video helpful, consider giving the video a thumbs up below and subscribing for more, as we're on a personal mission to find some of the most beautiful, underrated places on Earth and bring them to light here on this channel. This is kind of what we're all about. So if that's what you're interested in, then be sure to subscribe. And also, if you know of someone, a friend, family member who maybe doesn't know too much about East Europe or is considering traveling to the Balkans or to Eastern Europe and is looking for some recommendations, then feel free to share this video with them. And as always, thank you so much for watching and your support, and we look forward to seeing you in future adventures. Ciao!